Hello, everyone. Hello, amazing people. This is 2023, and I'm super excited. Welcome to the Julia Inspired Lifestyle channel. And if you're just meeting up for the first time in this channel, we talk about how to make money, how to spend money, and how to multiply your money through investing. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about different things that affect you setting your financial goals. Things like your money mistakes, money scripts, money traps, how you should collaborate and partner, and most importantly, building your goal list. So if you're ready, I am super ready for you. Okay, so let's go. So I'm going to start off by saying money in the bank loses its value every day, all thanks to inflation. Can you beat that? Every single day, our money is constantly losing value. Currently, in Nigeria, we are at 22%. Crazy, right? So anytime you're leaving money, you're not investing the money to bring you some return on investment, you're not doing anything to make the money multiply for you. Because you see, you can never work 24 hours every day around the clock for one full month, for 12 months. But your money can work for you, can work for your generations to come. Are you not excited? So let's get into today's lesson. We're going to start by talking about money mistakes. Money mistakes. Let me tell you something you need to know. I have personally made money mistakes too. Everybody has at some point in their lives made some money mistakes, but here is the truth. The time to turn your mistakes into real lessons is now. You made some mistakes, they're actually lessons. It's good you made them now so that you won't have to make them again in future. So they are real lessons, and don't pretend that they never happened. Don't take it by the side and say no, I didn't. No, some of them are there. Okay, I'll just mention a couple of them that would definitely, you would begin to see that you actually have that mistake made at some point in your life. The first one is no financial goals. I see people who get into the new year, they have no plans of setting their financial goals, and that's it. They have no clue what they should be doing, what are the things that are important to them, so they get easily distracted. Sometimes you see them doing so many things during the year. January, they are working out to reduce weight. In February, they are running another thing. In March, they are back again. So when you have set your financial goals, you have some form of focus in what you're doing. It's like traveling without a Google map to an unknown place, and the only thing you rely on is your Google map, and you have no Google map, so you will just be moving without any form of direction. The second is no saving. This is one that a lot of people will say the money I'm making at the end of the month is not enough for me to save, but it's a culture, it's a habit you have to build, and it doesn't matter how much. What matters is, have you started? Let me tell you something. The person who saves just 100 naira or even 1,000 naira in a month is better than the person who is not saving at all. No matter how you look at it, the person who is saving very tiny amount of money is better than the person who is not saving at all. So have your savings. The third one is not knowing where your money is going to. So many people do not have any tracker. They have no idea what are those things that they spend the bulk of their money with every single month. And then suddenly they begin to question, did they overpay someone? Did someone steal their money? That's because you do not know where your money is going to. Ponzi. Bring 10,000, you earn another 10,000 in 30 days. We are always sometimes looking for quick cash, especially when we have spent a lot of money and we are looking at how do I recoup the money I've spent. This is January, so some people are thinking I blew more than I expected in December during the celebration period. So how do I now make up? So when you see these opportunities, you quickly run. The last one I'm going to mention is loans. Loans are good. They have good loans and they have the bad ones. I see people who go take up loans and they have no plan of paying those loans back. They have no proper planning, and it is one thing that can lead you into serious debt, where you keep paying interest upon interest, which you could have used to do other beneficial things. So these are the things you should always avoid. Okay, so let's go to another thing that I feel it's important you should know, which is money scripts. So money scripts are actually things that shape your financial behavior, things that influence your money decisions, things that influence your money management. You know how you see someone, you see how they spend money, they are excessive spenders, or you see some people, they are very frugal or stingy. It's coming from somewhere. It's not like they just woke up in the morning. It's coming from the kind of money scripts that they've built. So I'm going to mention the 4 money scripts that I think you should be aware of. The first one is the money avoiders. These are people who believe that money is bad. As a matter of fact, they always think that enough people that have plenty money, that they are bad. They don't believe that people can actually make so much money. I told someone that one of the people in my trading class, in our US trading class, bought a private jet. The person said it's not possible, that he's doing something else. And I said, no, the actually real fact results that he has made the entire money from trading stocks. And these are kind of things that we see on daily basis. So this kind of people, they all believe that they are always self-sabotaging themselves. They are always they think so much about money, and sometimes they tend to ignore that these things are important. Okay, then with the second one we have is the money worshippers. These are people who are obsessed with money, who think money solves every problem. These people think that money can buy or even bring you power and happiness. They don't care. They believe that money is everything. Once there is no money, there is no happiness for them. So this kind of people, everything they do, the kind of people they want to associate with are people who have money. That is all that matters to them. They don't care about value. They are just interested in the money. Then we have the money status people. These are people who believe self-worth equals net worth. They feel like when you have money, you're actually a very good person, and they always patronize outward displays of wealth. They see people in the public and these people have money. These are the people they want to associate with, so they are more like people pleasers. Sometimes they end up spending the little they have because they want to be in that circle, because they want to be there. So they want to belong. They want to be a part of that circle and group, and they are spending so much. It is eating them up, but they really do not care. So sometimes these kind of people end up in debt. They end up with loans. They end up overspending because they are trying to make another person like them. Then we have the last group, which are the money vigilant people. Even the name suggests it, money vigilant. These are people who are frugal. They like to save. They want to be debt free. They don't even want to hear they're owing anybody. They're usually discreet about spending money. This is very good because it makes you be aware of the money that is coming in and going out. The only bad side of it is that sometimes people like this are over conscious of money. Sometimes they do not enjoy those things they're supposed to enjoy in life because they are trying to save money for a lot of emergencies. I have friends like that. All they have saved money for is for emergency. They don't have money saved for vacation. Each time they're always telling you, I'm saving this money just in case my car spoils. I'm saving this money just in case they're coming from this place that there's problem. That kind of mindset is bad. It is good to be vigilant with your money, but when it gets to the extreme, it can really lead to anxiety. And the truth is that all these things I'm talking about come from our childhood experiences. Some people grew up in a place where their parents never gave them money and kept telling them, I don't have money, do money grow on trees? So they grew up with that kind of money mindset, and they had no one teaching them other ways to be able to have money work for them. So all their life is structured in just that way. So it's something that if you believe in, you can rebuild and have a better money script. So I hope you've learned something today. I'm sure you can see yourself in 1 or 2 or even 3. Do not even lie. Nobody's going to judge you. It's just to help you see the reason why you react in a certain way when it comes to money. So I'm going to talk about money traps. Now, money traps are things that we genuinely do not want to do, but we end up doing those things because they're kind of like trap. It's like when you want to catch a rat and you put cheese in the mouse trap and you put it there. The moment it comes to eat it, that trap holds it. So I'm not going to dwell so much on it, but I'm going to link a video which I've done, a detailed video I've done on money traps. I'm going to put the link in the description. Click on it and watch 10 major money traps that in this year you should completely avoid it, because when you are aware, you will definitely know what to do. But when you are not aware, you would not even know how to start doing that. So that is about money traps. I need you to go through that video, watch it from beginning to end, and pick up a couple of things that you are hoping to drop. Certain money traps that you're going to be looking into, that you're going to be working on yourself, because this is about you and your finances this year. Okay, now let's talk about the different types of wealth. When it comes to money and building wealth, there are different kind of ways of building money. I see people who think it is just one-sided. For some people, wealth means the financial wealth, but hey, we have other kinds of wealth. Okay, we think wealth in terms of financial only, but it's actually correct. But the truth is that there are other ways that you can build your wealth without necessarily having only the financial aspect, and I'm going to talk about it. So the financial wealth refers to how much you have, as well as the quality and quantity of financial assets that you have. So think of maybe the bonds, the land, real estate properties, real estate investments, stock, equity, cash, or every other thing that you can put under assets. How much is it worth? That is what people use to check the financial wealth. It means physical money. Okay, I'm going to talk about physical wealth. Physical wealth means your health. Health is wealth. It doesn't make sense that you have made a lot of money but you don't have good health, or you spend all the money you've made taking care of your health. So physical wealth means the right physical and mental frame to be able to pursue the things that are important to you, do the things that you enjoy, and be around people that care about you and the people you care about too. Because when you think of building generational wealth, it doesn't make sense that after building it, you die and some other people. It will be nice that you build it against your early retirement, and you'll be able to enjoy it and enjoy the people who are around you. So for time wealth simply means freedom. You see a lot of people who you ask them, why do you want to have so much money? They will tell you, because I want time freedom. I want that time freedom. I want to have time to do all the things I want to do, to be able to spend more time with my children, to be able to spend more time with my spouse. That is what time freedom means. So it is a universal resource that you can get your 24 hours and you use it you'll be able to control your time by yourself, because you have probably systems that are yielding money for you. So you don't need to physically be in those places to work for the money to come. That is time wealth. Social wealth simply means the strength and the quality of your network. Who do you know? Do you have a reliable network of contacts? If I ask you to sell your business idea to 10 people, can you pick those 10 people from your contacts? Are you that good that people can refer or recommend you for something? Because when you are good with what you're doing, you can get referrals and connections that will take you from your current level to the next bigger level. Sometimes you may not have the financial resources, but you see, sometimes someone can recommend you to get a contract. Someone can recommend you to get a consulting job. Someone can recommend you to get a grant. And that is what social wealth can do for you. Okay, so talking about the next one is intellectual wealth. intellectual wealth means what are the skills, the talents, the knowledge that you have that you can use to pursue and accomplish the things that you can do. So you have it in your head, like these classes that we are doing right now, you have it in your head, you can teach something, you have the skill, you have the knowledge, you have the talent, you have the experience, and you can convert it from becoming your experience to becoming money, from your experience to money. That is what intellectual wealth is. You have books and they pay you royalties. You have them on Amazon KDP, you have them on online to sell, you have them on different websites. That is what we are talking about. The last one, but not the least, is the character wealth. This is usually the hardest to define, honestly, because it encompasses having every other thing. It's all about credibility, it's about courage, it's about reputation, it's about discipline, it's about having a good track record. You've done business with people, can they say good things about you? You know, there are people that once you mention your name, someone will say, do business with this person, he's trustworthy. Those things are powerful, and you have to start looking at building beyond the financial wealth. Do not think that financial wealth is where everything ends. No, that is not where everything ends. There are other things you're going to do that will encompass the financial wealth, and those things can bring you finances a lot. I can speak from experience. They're going to bring you a whole lot. Okay, so I hope now you've learned the 6 major types of wealth that you never knew before. So let's talk about collaboration and partnerships. In this new year, you have to look at, how do I collaborate? There's something I tell people to do these days. You have a business and you don't have an office, but you really need an office. Why don't you collaborate and partner with someone who has an office space? Both of you can split the bills, and then you are taking a part of the space. You can meet your clients there. You can, put out your stuffs there and take pictures and put it up online, and people can come in there and pick up your stuff. These are easier ways, instead of going to look out for money for an office space rent and pay for a lot of things. You are in a place where you are 2 or 3 and you're sharing an office space. Even if you own one, you can even think of someone who can combine that, can do something similar. Both of you can be doing something similar. The advantage is that Mr. A's customers comes in, they also see what you're doing. Your own customers, they all come in and they see what the other person has to offer, and in that way you can begin to work together. Another way you can do collaboration and partnership is showing up in people's programs. You can partner with people and speak in their events, partake in their program, and they can mention your name, and then you can have a wide range of audience who can learn from you, buy things from you, either your digital product or physical product, whichever services, name them. You can leverage on those opportunities. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the goals. How do you begin to set your goals for 2023? This year is still very young. Now is the best time to put your act together and be able to do the right thing. So we're going to talk about the goals, and like I said, no nonsense goals this year. We want you to set goals that you'll be proud of, goals that will drive you. So when it comes to setting goals, we're going to dwell a lot more on it in the next lesson. But in this one, I want to get you prepared. So grab a notebook. I'm sure you have one already. Grab a notebook, open a fresh page, and write out 10 to 20 goals that you would love. If everything, if money wasn't the issue, what are the things you want to achieve this year? They could be that you want to save 200,000 by December for Christmas expenditure, so that by December, you won't be running around for so many things that has to do with money. It could be saving money for your first vacation or your second vacation or the first vacation for 2023. Maybe it's a family vacation, maybe it's a personal vacation. It can be in Nigeria, it can be outside the country. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It can also be paying off debt. Maybe there's a particular person who you owe and you want to clear off the debt, and maybe you owe the person maybe a certain amount of money. Can you divide it and say, okay, this year I'm going to clear off all this debt? These are some things that you can start. You want to buy a laptop this year, you want to own a laptop, and laptop is going to help you to do so many things. You want to own a YouTube channel, list those things out, write down all those things that you would want, that if everything, these are the things you want to achieve for this year. So do not give yourself any limits. Think big. Make it look as if someone is about to grant all your wishes. So think about all the things you've always wanted. If they are up to 20, write them down. You want to start earning extra stream of income and you want to be earning a particular amount every single month, put it in there. When you have finished doing that, turn on to the next page after writing the 20, 10 or 20, depending. If you think 5 is all you want, please put down 5. Okay, there's really no competition or anything. Just put it down there. And then the next thing you're going to do is you are going to pick two that are most impactful. These two, even if every other thing fails, you see these two, you would not want this year to pass without getting these two. Okay, I would want to mention mine, but let me keep it for now. But I will tell you that one of the things I want to do this year is to get my YouTube channel monetized by getting the exact number of subscribers and my watch hour time. And I already have it as like my number one thing to achieve this year. I wouldn't mention the other ones, but this is something that means a lot to me, that is like one thing I must achieve this year by God's grace. Okay, so pick out those two and write it out, and then in the next video I am going to be sharing with you how to start working on this your financial goals, how to achieve them, what are the things you need to be able to make it a reality. And I hope we are going to put everything we have learned in this video together, and it can help you to set your 2023 in motion. And finally, have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? It's free. It wouldn't take anything from you than just touching that subscribe button. And when you click on the bell icon and turn on notification. You know why? Anytime I do any new video, YouTube will be notifying you and telling you that there's a new video you need to watch. And like I said, I share useful tips on finances on my channel. You wouldn't want to miss any of that. So I'll see you in the next lesson.